Hey, welcome back. Today I want to talk to you more about my journey of deciding to go to university, because I feel like as people who are watching who have yet to decide whether to go to university or are kind of on the fence, it's really important to learn more stuff about people who are in university and to hear stories about how people got to that point where they decided to go ahead and do it. So let's go back a couple of years to before I had gone to university. I just finished an art course at college and knew that it wasn't for me. But at the same time, I'd also started a band with my friends, and we wanted an excuse to go back to college where we could continue learning while also being in a band. The plan at the time was the really naive one of we'll make music and we'll make money from making music by being famous and all of that jazz. What happened next was a shock to me, and at the time I thought it was bad, but it was actually a blessing in disguise. See, our singer of the band realised that this wasn't going to happen, and he actually was a very good artist, so he decided to go back in that direction. He left the course, he did a foundation year, and then he went to university. So at this stage now, I'm in my second year of college, 1 year left, and no prospects for the future. I decided I would keep doing the course even though my friend wasn't doing it anymore, and I would try and make use of something to do with music. At the time that was being a teacher, and though that's not exactly what I want to do now, funnily enough I do teach a few classes. Luckily it was around that stage that I had started to get good at what I tried to do, and I liked being good at things, and more so I liked being the best at things. Because of this competitive nature that I had picked up, I had gotten the best grades in my class and therefore was a perfect candidate to go to university. Even though I considered myself a confident person back then, and I am much more so now, I was scared. I was afraid that even though I was good in my class in college, I wouldn't be anything near enough to be like the people who go to university. In my mind, the university was where the geniuses of their subjects went to compete with each other. And I just didn't consider myself to be one of those people. I think overall it was the fear of failing. But that should never be an excuse. Luckily in my college there were some really helpful people to guide me onto that next step, and they held my hand through the process most of the time. If you're thinking about doing the same thing, you should have someone too like that. UCAS is the route that I took, probably one of the best ways to do it. And once you get through all of the really complex stuff that at first doesn't make much sense to you, it's kind of straightforward. And believe me, the payoff is huge. When you choose a university, you have a list of choices. You get to have the ones you really want to go to, the ones you don't think you are going to go to, but you're going to try it anyway, and there's always the backup. That university that you choose that you think you're definitely going to get into, but you don't really want to go there, but you want it just in case everything else fails. Ultimately, your first choice, that's the one you want. My first choice was Huddersfield, and I am very happy to say that I got in. I applied for a bunch of places. Some places seemed scarier than others. Huddersfield were very friendly, and it just seemed like a really great place. And luckily my friend who had gone back to art and gone to university a year before me went to Huddersfield, and that's how I found out about it. I got a chance to visit Huddersfield and stay with him for a little bit before I came myself, and I really got a good experience of what the town was like, what the university was like, and what the people were like, and you know, I thought it was fantastic. That time of my life was scary, but it was good scary, it was new scary, it was taking a leap. And if you take that leap, you might just fall a little bit, but you never know where you're going to land, and that's part of the fun. I'll see you next time.